Hi everyone, I'm Chloe Zalembo. Welcome back to a new episode of Sports Update with Wayland Sports Broadcasting.
I'm Zaybek Teziar, and over the course of today's show, our reporters will give you in-depth analysis and highlights of Wayland High School's winter sports teams.
We have a lot of sports to get through today, but we'll start with our most successful, wrestling.
The team went 20-0-1 during the regular season, which led them to a DCL championship, a sectional title, and a 7th place finish at states for Division III. All 14 starters received recognition in the DCL, but 3 received first-team DCL All-Star. They were Cole Chase, Jamie Buffum, and Nathan Hartunian.
With more on their season, our first reporter, Ben Hines.
My name is Ben Hines, and I'm here to give you this season's wrestling highlights. Let's view the clips.
The Wayland High School varsity wrestling team had an outstanding year. They went 23-0-1 on the season. Captains this year were Cole Chase, Michael Keenan, Cole Duffy, and Paul Lang. The highlight of this team's year was being sectional champions. Some players that are returning next year to watch out for are Nathan Artunian, Jojo Cavallo, Damian Sedoya, Mark Altrider, and Ronan Flatley. All varsity starters that had a huge impact on this team's success. Can't wait to see what they do next year. Michael Keenan said the highlight of this team's year was beating Ashland in the dual meet at home after losing to them the last 3 years. The team also brought 12 out of 14 wrestlers to the state tournament. Cole Chase, Damian Sedoya, Nathan Hartunian, and Michael Keenan all qualified for the All-State tournament, where they went on to wrestle against every division in the state.
Thanks for that report, Ben. Speaking of successful teams, I heard the swim and dive team had an impressive run this season.
That's right, Zaybek. They did. Both swim and dive teams were incredibly successful, with the boys team going with an undefeated record of 16-0 and subsequently winning both the DCL title and the state title.
Yeah, and with all the achievement of the boys team, the girls team also had a great season as well.
With more on their season, we have Natalie O'Neill.
Hi, I'm Natalie O'Neill. Let's take at Wayland boys and girls swim and dive. Roll the clips.
The boys swim team ended their season 16-0. The captains were Braden Lecklider, Brady Foley, Cole Snyder, Zach Zhang, Peter Morris, and Aiden Huang. Evan Jiang broke the freshman record for the 100-yard backstroke. Peter Morris, Cole Snyder, Braden Lecklider, and Aiden Huang broke the varsity record for the 400-yard freestyle relay. The boys team were the state champions and also were the runner-ups at sectional championships. They also won all the relays at both states and sectionals. Some returning swimmers to look out for are Luke Cronky and Alex Liu. Some of the DCL All-Stars were Alex Liu, Luke Cronky, Aiden Huang, and Peter Morris. The girls' swim team ended their season 10-3. The captains were Kiara Shoulder, Emma Gargano, and Arpi Abrahamian. The girls' DCL All-Stars were Arpi Abrahamian and Cara Hill. Some returning swimmers to look out for are Cara Hill, Kalina Amura, and Grace Oppenheim. The dive DCL All-Stars were Izzy Irwin. She broke the freshman record in a few of the dives. Some returning divers to look out for are Izzy Irwin, Catherine Tan, and Cash Bradford.
Thanks, guys. Seems like the swim and dive teams are always good.
Hey, Chloe, you ever wonder what would happen if our pool froze over without the bubble being on?
I think it would be a great ice rink.
Yeah, it sounds fun, but not very good on skates.
Neither am I, but do you know who is? Our hockey teams.
The boys share a team with Watertown and made noise with their impressive season.
With the boys hockey report, we have senior Salma Dwightar.
Hey guys, I'm Salma Dwightar here with the co-op Wayland Watertown Raiders ice hockey boys team. They finished their season off with an 8-13-1 record. Let's roll the clips. Leading the 2024-2025 season were captains Shane Desmond, Jack Gavron, Thomas Adlai, Luca Lizio, Brendan Cummings, and Patrick Johnson-Ciano. The top goal scorer was captain Shane Desmond with 13 goals. Desmond said his favorite thing about the season was specifically this season's co-ed team, since it was the tightest knit group they've had since the co-ed started. Adam Capello, varsity sophomore starter, said his favorite part about being on the team was hanging out with everyone and building a bond with the team on and off the ice. Players to look out for next season are Adam Capello, Griffin Wood, and Luke Egan. The DCL All-Stars and future 2025-2026 captains are to be announced in the later season. Thanks for tuning in with WSB.
Thanks, Tama. Sounds like the guys were able to go pretty far in the playoffs this season. Too bad the Bruins have not been able to find the same success this year.
Yeah, but hope for Massachusetts hockey is not lost. The Wayland Western girls team also made the playoffs, sending the seniors off with a memorable last experience.
Their team is also co-op, this time grouping with Weston.
I don't know who decided to put Wayland and Weston together.
Well, Chloe, they had a great season. Let's check out the report from Abby Rice.
Hi, my name is Abby Rice, and these are the Wayland girls hockey highlights. Roll the tapes.
Girls hockey had an amazing season this year, with a record of 6 wins, 13 losses, and 2 ties. Their only captain this season was Tilly Miles, who was a senior at Wayland High School. The highlight of the season was making playoffs for the first time in 3 years. The DCL All-Stars were Tilly Miles and Ella Amato. Other awards given this season were the Buzz Bauer Sportsmanship Award, won by Lexi Roman, the Hal Barnett Unsung Award, won by Drew Galizio, and the Jim Griffin Award, won by Eliza Cavalluzzi. Returning players to watch next season are Lexi Roman and Drew Galizio. We talked to Tilly Miles, and she stated that she is very proud that they made it to playoffs, and there were definitely some doubts that they would, but in the end they did. She said it was a really great game, and it was fun to be with her team. In spite of the 2-1 loss in the first round of playoffs, their team is just very proud that they had made it to the tournament for the first time in 3 years. They were ranked number 29 with a record of 6 wins, 13 losses, and 2 ties.
Thanks for that report, Abby.
Hey, you know how the ice gets all scratched up and there gets snow on it as the game goes on?
Yeah, it gets all covered in snow, and I can imagine it's pretty annoying to skate on.
Yeah, that's right, but I actually know a few people who would prefer that.
Oh yeah, our ski teams.
For Alpine and Cross Country reports, we have Sarah Rice.
Hi, I'm Sarah Rice, and here are our Alpine ski team highlights. Roll the clips.
The Wayland Alpine ski team had an amazing season this year. Senior Finley Knapp and junior Penelope Jacquenes won the DCL All-Star Award. Both Finley and Penelope also won the Mass Bay West All-Star Award. This Alpine season, the team had 4 senior captains: Ella Duffy, Ella Moscofian, Finley Knapp, and Venezia Sebastianelli. Ella Duffy stated that her favorite part of the season was having fun practices at Ward Hill. For next season, players to look out for are Penelope Jacquenes, Sofia DiCarlo, and Ellie Mueller.
Thanks, Sarah. It sounded like the ski teams had some fun this season. Luckily, we got more snow this year.
Yeah, if we keep it with racing, why not talk about the indoor track team? They made a lot of noise this season.
They sent multiple athletes to statewide meets and had a lot of success there. Multiple people placed in the top 5 of their respective events.
Yeah, they certainly did, Chloe. With more information on their season, we have Luke Pietrofreo.
Hi, my name is Luke, and I'm going to take you through the track and field season. Let's roll the clips.
Several athletes were recognized as DCL All-Stars for their performances this season, such as Ryan McCormick, Atticus DeGrenier, Sazy Rentmore, and Mackenzie Morris. Multiple athletes also qualified for the state meet in various events. Sazy Rentmore in the long jump, 55-meter hurdles, and the 4x4 relay. Caitlin Hughsmith in the long jump and the high jump. Ryan McCormick in the 55 hurdles, high jump, and the 4x200 meter. Atticus in the 55-meter hurdles and the 4x200 meter as well. Mackenzie Morris in the 600 meter and the 4x4 meter. Jaden Taylor in the 300 meter and the 4x2. Annabelle Hage in the 4x4 and Katie White in the 4x4. And 3 athletes who advanced to the All-State meet were Sazy Rentmore in the 55-meter hurdles and Ryan McCormick and Atticus DeGrenier in the pentathlon. Sazy Rentmore continued her season by competing at New England in the 55-meter hurdles. Syriac Schaff, who qualified for New Balance Nationals in the freshman mile, was the greatest individual success. Congrats to all the athletes for their hard work and achievement.
Thanks, Luke. Zabek, do you know the indoor track is actually inside the field house?
Yeah, I saw them running all the time during our basketball practices.
Speaking of basketball, weren't you on the team this year?
Yeah, they did. The girls' team got a new coach, Coach Marks. I wonder how they performed under new leadership.
To find out, we turn to Jaden Kaufman.
Hi, I'm Jaden Kaufman. Today, I'll be taking you guys through the girls' basketball season. Let's see the clips.
The 2024-2025 girls basketball team finished the year with a record of 4-16. The team was led by senior captain Annie McQuilkin and junior captain Sarah Powers. They were both also DCL All-Stars this year. One of their most exciting games was their close win over Boston Latin, with the final score being 47-45. After having an interview with sports broadcasting's own Salma Dwighter, she said that her favorite part of this year's season was senior night because she loved being able to celebrate the season and their accomplishments with her teammates and family. She also recorded a career high in steals this game. The team unfortunately lost this game 51-44, but Dwighter said it was still a great game and a great night overall. Some players to watch out for next year are Sarah Powers, Campbell Powers, and Eliza Russell. Unfortunately, the team did not make the playoffs, but they hope with next year's team returning to hopefully make a push into the playoffs. We wish them luck.
Thanks for that report, Jaden.
Well, Zabek, I know you're on the team. How was the season?
Yeah, it was definitely the most fun that me and the seniors had playing basketball. We built a strong bond on and off the court, and it really contributed to the success we had as a team.
To go more into the season, we have Matthias Kalberger.
Hi, I'm Matthias Kalberger, and I'm here to take you through the tremendous season that the boys varsity basketball team had. Roll the clips.
The Wayland boys basketball team had a great season, reflected in their 6-14 record, which contains their 0-6 record in their respective league. The team was captained by 3 seniors, Ridley Keegan, Owen Williams, and Ido Geffen. Their best moment of the season was their senior night win against Demon RVT. When I interviewed Santiago Welton, a key role player on the team, he said his personal highlight was scoring 6 key points in a tight game against Acton Boxborough. Unfortunately, the team did not make the postseason. However, Ridley Keegan and Ido Geffen are expected to receive the DCL All-Star Award when they come out.
Thanks, Matthias. Our final sport for the show today is gymnastics.
Yeah, this past season was actually their inaugural season.
Wayland and Weston joined to form one team after a lot of advocating from both athletes and their families.
Let's see how they did this year.
Hi, my name is Zoe Middlestead. Girls gymnastics had their first ever season this year. Let's see how they did. Roll the clips.
This year marked the first ever season for the Wayland High School gymnastics team, formed through a co-op with Weston High School. While their record didn't reflect it, the season was filled with progress and personal achievements. Freshman Sawyer Witcher was recognized as a DCL All-Star, an honor voted on by coaches across the league. Despite not securing a team victory, the gymnasts saw success in other ways. Each athlete focused on improvement, reaching personal goals throughout the season. Much of their progress was guided by Coach Julia Sheffer, whose dedication and encouragement helped push the team forward. As their first season comes to a close, Wayland High School gymnastics looks ahead, stronger and more confident for the future.
Thanks, Zoe. Chloe, it seems like they had a good year, especially considering it was their first one.
Yeah, hopefully they have even more success in the future, especially considering how young their team is.
Yeah, overall, our sports teams had fulfilling and memorable seasons.
Yeah, they sure did, Zabek. Hopefully they continue to do well in the years coming.
Well, that's all we have today. We'll see you next time on Sports Update with Wayland Sports Broadcasting. I'm Zabek Teziar.
And I'm Chloe Zalimbo. Thanks for watching.